You're absolutely right about that, Scott. But this match took form back at our Fort Erie show, where we saw the in-ring debut of both Big Tank and the Muscle. But Sebastian Suave was able to pin the Muscle, and that is what set up tonight. The Muscle wants revenge.
Well, that's right, Brad. I mean, it's let's face it, the Kevin Bennett experience was a little embarrassed by the fact that they had a handicap match for the overdogs. They had the numbers game in their favor. And the Muscle was, he got caught there by Sebastian Suave. No shame in getting caught by the overdogs and being beat by the overdogs, but at the same time, this is a chance for the Muscle here to prove himself. His first ever singles matchup here in Smash Wrestling.
He's got a tough challenge ahead of him tonight, though, Scott. Sebastian Suave decorated in the ring. An absolute wizard when it comes to submissions.
And here he comes now, Sebastian Suave, one half of the overdogs. Brad, both overdogs competing in singles action here tonight.
It's a very rare opportunity to take a look at John Greed and Sebastian Suave, both in singles competition. Normally the most successful tag team in Smash Wrestling. Tonight, they go at it alone.
Brad, Sebastian Suave, no stranger to Super Showdown. He is one of the few members of our roster to compete at every single Super Showdown event. This is event number 4. Brad has even main evented the original Super Showdown back when he teamed up with Josh Alexander, taking on Brian Kendrick and Paul London. So Sebastian Suave knows what Super Showdown is all about.
It's a big stage to be competing on, and a big chance for the Muscle.
Well, a huge stage for the Muscle, Leon. Brad, I understand you spoke to Kevin Bennett a little bit earlier tonight about the Muscle. What can you tell us about him? I don't know anything about this guy.
From what I heard from Kevin Bennett, and I mean, it was a lot about Kevin Bennett, not just about the Muscle. The Muscle was working out as a bouncer in Muscle Beach at one of Kevin Bennett's sold-out shows. And as opposed to breaking up fights and de-escalating situations, the Muscle was provoking them. He was almost encouraging these fights to happen, and Kevin Bennett said, you know what? That's what I need in my experience.
Well, and Kevin Bennett certainly found himself something here in the Muscle, and of course, Big Tank on the outside there. Sebastian Suave. Oh! No, John Green. Hang on! Oh, I got caught here. Cover! Suave kicks out, though.
Only a 2 count there. It's going to take a little more than that to take out the overdog, Sebastian Suave. But the X factor at ringside is Big Tank. You can never be too sure when he's going to get involved, because it's not an if, it's a when.
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make, Brad. Is we gotta let's talk about the fact that John Greed also competing in singles action tonight, not in the corner of Sebastian Suave. So Suave is very much on his own. There's Big Tank.
Come on.
Speak of the devil. But that's the numbers game now, playing against Sebastian Suave. He's not used to that. He's used to having John Greed have his back, but John Greed preoccupied, taking on Jesse Amato later on tonight.
You know, in any other situation, you would see John Greed out here supporting his teammate. However, because he has Jesse Amato later tonight, he's got to get that mindset. He's got to get focused. He's got to get ready.
And Brad, do you think there's going to be any kind of jitters? And hang on here, Swap goes to recover. Only a 2 count though, Muscle able to kick out. Any jitters in the Muscle, this being his first ever singles match on the biggest stage here in Smash Wrestling?
There has to be. Nobody comes into Smash Wrestling and is not nervous, let alone debuting at Super Showdown. I mean, it's your first singles match. You've worked tag team matches. You've done the handicap thing. You've been basically a staple at every show as a part of the Kevin Bennett experience, but it's a whole nother monster when you step into that ring.
Well, he's stepping in there with a man, like we said, Brad, that's competed at every single Super Showdown event, main evented in Super Showdown. One of the Smash Wrestling originals. Sebastian Suave has been here since day 1. But is that advantage Suave for the experience, or is it that advantage Muscle that Suave might be overlooking the Muscle here tonight?
Suave might be overlooking the Muscle, but there's not a lot of tape on the Muscle to study. There's ample tape on Sebastian Suave. He's been around for a long time in this industry, and he's been a staple here in Smash Wrestling.
Oh, nice high knee there from the Muscle.
You'd have to assume that the Muscle subscribes to Smash Wrestling on demand so that he can watch and scout his opponents.
Come on, I mean, let's face it, the Muscle, he's got all those fellows. He's still got Big Tank on the outside there. I mean, he surrounds himself. Oh! Hang on, nice vertical suplex there into the cover. Is that enough here? No. Sebastian Suave able to kick out there. Kevin Bennett surrounds himself with winners, with guys that are going to help him win. And I mean, if Kevin Bennett, the guy's got an eye for talent. Like, just look at the big tank. That guy's a monster on the outside. He definitely saw something. I guess we now know where he saw something in the muscle, is in those bar room brawls, if you will. And did you say he actually provoked the fights?
He provoked the fights, and not only that, Scott, he joined in on these fights. And Kevin Bennett saw it and said, you know what, I don't need someone to de-escalate problems with these people. He's got big tank for that. The muscle is a whole nother entity to the Kevin Bennett experience, where if Kevin Bennett's something's about to go down, the muscle's going to come in.
Nice
and muscle his way
DDT
out.
into the cover here. The muscle looking to upset Sebastian Suave, and no. Suave able to kick out. Well, it's almost like the muscle has that Mike Tyson syndrome, where he sees a fight, he can't help but join in.
I mean, I've never seen the muscle back away from a fight.
It's out there, he goes looking for them. And now case in point, he's yelling at the crowd here in Pickering, Ontario.
Yelling at the crowd, yelling at the photographers. I'm surprised he's not yelling at you, Scott. Now he's yelling at the referee.
What's he going to yell at me for?
Just be in here.
And now he's still big tank trying to get him focused back on the match here. Sebastian Suave, that's it. You can't take your eye off the ball too long, Sebastian Suave. Another scoop slam here. Sebastian Suave now feeling it. Repeated scoop slams there. Nice short elbow.
Right to the heart. Sebastian Suave.
Well, let's talk about the fact, too, Brad. Later on tonight, we have Kevin Bennett taking on Tyson Dukes, and the Kevin Bennett experience is really...
Whoa!
Double spine buster!
In stereo.
Almost got him, too. But it's almost like the Kevin Bennett experience has embarrassed Tyson Dukes, and of course Tyson Dukes, one of the trainers of Sebastian Suave. I mean, there's perhaps Sebastian Suave looking to take out the muscle tonight, try to eliminate that extra X factor in that match later on, trying to keep away and maybe give Tyson Dukes a fighting chance later on tonight.
Suave could be looking for P-switch peril.
Oh, but there's big tank on the outside, distracting Sebastian Suave. Hang on here. Hey, oh, wrong!
Come on. One.
Cover.
Two.
Oh, how close was that, Brad? Oh, one fluid motion. The right to that half grab submission. Dead center of the ring. Sebastian Suave has nowhere to go. This could be it.
He's trying to rip the knee right out of the socket, tear the ligaments. Sebastian Suave has nowhere to go. The rope's far, far away.
Oh, well, let's not forget, Brad, that Sebastian Suave missed his last matchup due to a lower back injury. And this is definitely not doing that lower back any favors. Oh, but he managed to get to that bottom rope.
Muscle can't believe it. Are there seeds of doubt floating around in the head of the muscle right now?
Well, I mean, there definitely has to be. It's your first ever singles match, Brad. I mean, eventually, though, he's got to work past that. He's got to trust his training regimen. He's got to trust his instincts and trust that he has prepared himself enough for this matchup to pick up the victory. But there's got to be seeds of doubt if you've never won a singles matchup before. He's never even been in. Oh, kick right in the back of the head. Good Lord. Here comes Sebastian Suave with the head of steam, and oh, there's big tank on the outside again with the distraction. How can Sebastian Suave compete against this?
And the muscle's got him up.
What's he going for? Oh!
KO!
Suave is out. Do it. They got him.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my God.
The muscle.
In his first singles matchup, the muscle picks up the biggest win of his career. I don't mean just because it's one of his first matches. I mean, like, that's a huge victory.
What an unbelievable victory for the muscle.
He just beat Sebastian Suave at Super Showdown.
And we know that this isn't the last that we've seen of these two tonight, because Kevin Bennett, Tyson Dukes still to come.
When you look at
Suave can't believe it.
The look of dejection in the eyes and the face of Sebastian